One episode 100 of the Hoop Threads podcast. Here with another prospect spotlight with one of my favorite players in the area, Tristen Wilson. Tristan's a 6'3" um, sophomore from Mount Carmel High School. Also plays in the summer with Team Thrill. Tristan, how's it going, man?
This is going good. How about you?
Man, just looking forward to this. All right, so let's get it going. Let's start at the very beginning. Kind of who put the basketball in your hands?
My brother.
Yeah. Okay, tell me more about that.
I used to play football when I was younger, but I always used to go to my brother games, and my brother really put the basketball in my hands.
Okay. So, other than maybe him, I'm assuming you probably modeled your game after him to a certain degree. What other basketball players do you model your game after?
I'm on my game after Curry and a little bit. I like to watch Robert Dillingham play and like take some of his parts of the game, and I like to watch Anthony Edwards.
A lot of buckets in there for sure. Talk about some of the biggest improvements to your game this season.
Uh, my biggest improvement has been shooting off the ball and different finishes around the rim.
hmm Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Um, let's talk about kind of strengths and weaknesses, and I'll just kind of analyze your game, at least from what I've seen, then you can tell me how you feel about it. So, I think you're pretty valuable as a perimeter scorer and shooter. You can kind of get to that off the ball. Pretty athletic and gets by most guys and get to the rim, finish above the rim. I think defensively you're getting better at being in gaps and starting to kind of jump some of those passing lanes, get some steals. You keep your guy in front of you at a much better level than probably a year ago. Then occasionally from time to time, you'll get some weak side shot blocks as well. I think you're better on the ball and you can find guys from a standstill now. I think the next part of your progression will probably be starting to hit some guys off the bounce, get two in the paint, kick to the corner, kick to the wing, drop off, to the big stuff like that. So how do you feel about that summary of your game?
I say that's pretty accurate.
Okay, got you. Talk about a part of your game that you feel like is a bit, slept on or flies under the radar.
Uh, I say people say that I can't go left because a lot of people say I can't go left, but every time during a game, I either use a left hand floater on them or I lay them with a left hand layup.
That one felt a little personal,
Yeah,
huh? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure that one probably comes more from players than than from guys like me. That's funny. All right. Talk about some difference in the game at the high school level, for you versus, a
I say the difference when I came in was I say it was getting my shot off faster, and then also finding how to finish around different bits. Because now everybody wasn't just 6'5" and 6'4" no more. Everybody's 6'9", 6'10", 7 foot. So
Hmm.
I had to adapt to how to finish around bigger plays and how to get my shot off faster.
Gotcha. Talk about your difference in role between high school and AAU.
Um, AAU, my rule was more of a score and to get the ball in the basket, and was just to get our team going and to find the flow in the game. I say this high school season, my role has been to also get the team going, but to also find other players and get the team going and like get other players involved in the game.
hmm Okay. Got you. Talk about a time that you faced adversity and some tools that you used to kind of navigate through that time period.
I say I didn't I didn't face adversity until our first. I think when I first hit my first wall in high school, when I started like going into a slump, and I think I had just came off of a good game. I had like 20 points my freshman year, and then like the next game, I just couldn't get it going. And then like the game after that, I just couldn't get it going. So I just started doing the little things like going and get rebounds, getting easy layups, and just to get myself into the flow and game to get my shots better off and to feel better about the game.
Okay, got you. Let's talk about, who's the hardest worker you've been around and what have you picked up from working out with them?
The hardest work I've been around, I'll say Derek or Hype.
Derek Queen or Tyler Jackson? What have you picked up from, working out with them and, getting the sweat on?
Just the work ethic and how they see the game is like some you gotta like actually like be confident in yourself and actually have to look at yourself the best way and just act like you're the best person on the court.
Okay, got you. Let's talk about, daily habits. Are there any kind of daily habits that you have, yoga, meditation, stretching, anything like that? I'm sure it's probably something different that you picked up since you've gotten into playing high school basketball.
I started having better eating habits. So now my mom cooks like she has like a diet for me. So I have a better diet for now. So like when I have game days, I'll be full for like the games and I won't be like hungry before the games or my stomach would be hurting.
Okay, got you. What matchup do you look forward to the most? Either in AAU or the high school season?
Uh Matchup I look to the most is when we play St. Francis.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Battle of Baltimore, man. That's a lot of pride in that one for sure. What do you do that makes you stand out from the competition, and how will you contribute to winning at the college level?
What I do the most, and like from every coach that has watched me play, they say that what makes me stand out the most is that I always work the hardest and that I always give the most effort on the court.
Hmm, hmm. No, that's a good thing for college coaches to be noticing, for sure. Um, what physical, spots, or parts in the court do you feel the most comfortable right now? And then, areas that you feel like the least comfortable. So top of the key, wing, short corner, stuff like that.
I feel most comfortable wings, corners, and top of the key, but now I'm trying to like get more comfortable in like my mid range game.
Mhm. Okay, got you. Let's talk about, you yourself as a person. What are some things that you value? Is it, hard work? Is it honesty? Is it, leading by example? Is it, leading, vocally on the floor? What are some things that really matter to you on and off the basketball court?
Uh, Personally, me, I'm more of a guy that like leads by example. So I'm not very like outspoken guy. Like I'm not the type of guy. Oh, I'm gonna yell at you to get you to do right. I'm gonna just show you how to do it, like for you to either follow that example or not. And I'm mostly like guys. I like guys that like really want to win, like they really care about the game, and I just want to be the best version of themselves.
Okay. Talk about something, new coach Tony, I'm blanking on his last name.
Martin.
Tony Martin. So talk about some new things that he's kind of challenging you to do this season.
It's been more of a with him, it's been more of a defensive thing with him. He has like when I came in, I thought I knew how to play defense, but with him, it was oh, you don't get the midline. Oh, you don't be in the passing lanes. You need to know how to get in the passing lanes and how to sag off and help people and like sending players different directions, knowing players' weaknesses, knowing how to defend players, and also just being communicative on the defensive side.
Got you. Yeah, loud talkers are valuable, man, for sure. As a coach, I can definitely co-stamp that one. Tell me about some of your interests and hobbies off the court. And then the second part of that question is if basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid an injury or something, if your career ended tomorrow, what would your plan be?
My plan B would be I'm more interested in either economics or a doctor.
Mm, okay, cool. And then
I'm
what are some things you do off the floor as well?
some things I do also. I'm mainly a type of guy that sleep, but if I'm not doing that, I'm either having fun with my guys or I'm playing the game.
What games you playing?
Call of Duty right now.
Okay, got you. So you're still, young. There's a lot of time for this, but what are some things that you're looking for, in a college coach, in a college basketball program, as far as style of play, public versus private university, big school, small school, local, Midwest, West Coast. Kind of what are some things that you're looking for down the line?
Right now I'm looking for like a college like that's a brotherhood and like a college that has a fast paced game because I like to play fast, but there's no down to the slow paced games. But My more fit is like a fast paced game that also runs sets too, and that know how to get into the flow of the game.
Mhm. Gotcha. Okay. Give me some of your goals, that you've had for this season and kind of let me know if you've accomplished them as well.
Uh, some of my goals have been my first one was mainly getting ranked, which was the one I completed for rivals, and then was getting my first offer. And so now, right now, I'm trying to like just climb the stats boards, and I'm just trying to climb the rankings and just take it day by day.
Okay. Got you. And let's talk about recruitment, kind of who has offered you so far and then who kind of has expressed interest but hasn't necessarily pulled the trigger yet.
I have offers from Georgetown, Old Dominion, and George Mason. I got interest shown from Illinois, Maryland, Indiana, Marquette, and VCU.
And great schools, man. That's definitely good to have that level of interest in your sophomore year. Um, just a couple more questions. What has been your happiest moment on a basketball court so far?
My happiest moment has been when I scored 31 points.
When you scored 31 points, who's that against? Kind of set the scene there.
Uh, it was against Veritas Academy that plays in the EYBL Scholastic.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. That's big time, yeah. All right, so we we're not gonna get into the Baltimore's not a part of the DMV debate. So we'll kind of broaden it a bit and say, what sets this area, the Baltimore and the DMV, what sets this area, Maryland basketball, whatever you want to call it, what sets us apart, from the rest of the country?
I'll say the talent level and also how we approach the game. And like we are more like I say we take the game like more of a like a defensive stance, and we also got people that can really like just get to it. And
Right.
I'd say that really separate us from other states than DMV.
Hmm. Got you. Last question, man. So, what is your why? Why do you work so hard at the game? Why do you take care of, the scholastic side of things to make sure you're eligible to play? Why do you sacrifice time away from friends, stuff like that? What is your why?
My why is my mom
Hmm.
because she works so hard and she stay up at long nights. So she's my reason why that I play so hard and that I want to make it to the NBA for her.
There we go. Always good to hear that, man. I really appreciate the time and, look forward to watching you play, the rest of the year and then moving forward into AAU. I think this AAU season will be really big, for you, kind of getting your name out there on a national scale because you're definitely known in the area. So, really appreciate the time, Tristan Wilson, and I'll see you tomorrow.